Because we bring kids from all across the city and surrounding areas, it gives them an opportunity to know that there are men, there are organizations that really want to help them and want them to just be a part of something that's very positive, as far as their future.
I'm here for the Boys Summit. The boys that are here today, young men, they're the future of our nation. They need to know about their education, how important it is, and the opportunities that are presented here today will lead them in the right direction. You look at the socioeconomic portion of Chattanooga, there's a lot of opportunities that are available to advance yourself. On the other side of the coin, there's a lot of ways for young people to stray from a right path and to get into, the gangs and to get into, criminal activities. The importance of these events is to show them they don't have to go that route. The easy money is not always the right way.
All of this have to do with the choices that Tupac made before this happened. If you go back and look at all the choices that Tupac made before he was shot, there are so many different ways and different paths that he could have took where he would still be living today. You are making a decision. He said, I put before you life and what? Yeah. Blessing and what? Good and what? And then he whispered and said, do what? Choose life.
They get bombarded, I feel, our young kids with gang paraphernalia and things of this nature that they're hitting on them very hard. They need to have some positive images of males that they can look up to understand that we were out there, we went through some of the same temptations, maybe not as much because, it's the day and time.
To me, it's so important because, for instance, your mother can't teach you, she can teach you how to respect women, but she can't teach you what male's supposed to teach you. She can't teach you, how to act like a man. She can't teach you how to go around like a man, how to, there's important things that a man needs to teach you. So in every household, you need a man.
Give the kids an opportunity to see that there are some positive male role models that they can go to and to talk to really give them that love, give them that support, and to give them that option to say, hey, that's a better future for you if you just stay with your goals and just continue to work towards your goals, and you have a brighter future ahead for you.
When I was a young man, I actually made a 12 in the ACT. And it was extremely low score. Most colleges and universities wouldn't take you if you didn't have like a 17 or what have you. So I had to, fight and overcome a lot of obstacles just to be able to get into college. That does not mean that you have to give up on what it is that you would like to obtain or subscribe to in life.
I work with young people throughout the week. Well, throughout the year, I work with young people in the schools. I teach in the schools. And I get to hear from them a lot about what they're going through and the struggles they're going through. And I see the importance of getting involved in their lives and just helping them to make the kind of decisions they need to for their future.
Today, at this time and point, I'm in a group home, and so in that group home we have groups on being a leader, and I just feel like I need to be more of a leader in this society because kids in this day, they just need to have more of a leader.
You got to think big. You got to think out of the box. And while you running around, trying to impress the girls, and that's what you do when you're 13, 14, 15 years old, that's what you do. I feel that. But you got to stay focused. I know cats that's got stock in those companies that's building those jails. They're going to make money off of you. If that's the route you want to go, I can't stop you. But it's important for all of us gentlemen to give back to you guys. At least give you a choice. The little 7 and 6 and 7-year-olds, they don't know yet. But we can give them something to look at, and they can say, I want to be like dude. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Lawyer, doctor? I mean, that's what it used to be for us when we was coming up. Lawyer, doctor, whatever. There's so much stuff out there. I know cats that's making so much money. But you got to make the decision which route you're going to go. When you get to the point that you can't breathe, that's when you're ready to be successful. You gotta want it like air. You gotta want it like when a person has an asthma attack, the only thing they want to do, they don't want all the riches in the world. They don't want all the money in the world. They don't want no Maybach. They don't want to sound like Rick Ross. All they want, they just want to breathe. So when you want to succeed like you want that last breath of air, that is when you become successful. Time out for being babies. Time out for being spoiled. Because somebody out there is going for your spot in whatever it is. If you want to end up in the prison system, if you want to end up as that dope, honestly, seriously, people don't care. It takes brothers like us to come and speak to you and be real with you. How bad do you want it? Because we all could be doing whatever we wanted to do. I don't have a daddy. I ain't seen my, okay, I give you a pity party for about 5 minutes. Now it's up to you to figure out, because everybody knows right from wrong at a certain age.
Some of these young men don't have any idea on what really being a man is. They're not being taught the simple things, the way to make prudent decisions. You know, the decision factor is very low right now.
Well, today I came to the Boys Leadership Summit, and this is the 3rd annual Leadership Summit, and I came for the past 3 times, like all 3, and I learned something new every day. It's like about my generation, because I also want to, you know, extend my hand to my friends and all the people that are struggling with peer pressure, and just that little thought in their mind that, you know, they want to do either the right or wrong thing, because that's always the struggle for the youth of today. And no matter what, some people don't want to be helped, you know, but some people can't get around that. You got to try real hard, because I try hard for my friends to try to, you know, get them to stay on the right track, you know.
If you're around positive, you're going to get a positive feedback. If you're around negative, you're going to get a negative feedback. You just have to be your own person.
These gang activities that we see, at the end of the day, every gangster is a hustler, but not every hustler is a gangster. And I think it's more of the hustler mentality that hip-hop is painting. And hip-hop's not the only music that's painting that type of mentality. A lot of other types of music are doing that as well. But guys, if you listen to hip-hop, cool. But don't allow hip-hop to influence you. Just let it entertain you. If you just allow it to entertain you, great. But if you allow it to influence your decision making, and you try to mimic the things that are being fed to you, because at the end of the day, they're a bunch of lies.
They mirror what they see, you know, and if all they see is negative, then that's what's going to come out of their life. So if you can get some of these other men around here who are interested in helping them to see that there's another area, then that way they can also mimic that. And that's our hope.
The way to better yourself and to make something of yourself is take the hard path sometimes. We talk about doing the right thing. We tell them that the path isn't as easy as they think it is, but it's a path you can stay on and not stray from.
I think that's the importance of this organization, so that people can have that figure in their life, so that if they don't have a father, they can be here and learn how to be a man.
It's a joy to be here, to be involved in the lives of these young men, because I tell them that they have no idea how great they can be in life once they get on track and understand how important the decisions they make now are, because everything they do now, they're building their future on, their homes, their jobs, their families, and all will be built on the decisions they make today.
I'm learning. I've been here since the beginning, and with attending some of these sessions, sitting directly in some of these sessions and listening to these speakers, it's knowledge that I had no idea about until I attended these meetings. And I welcome every parent, every guardian to come out and enjoy the same experience I have had since attending.
It's about choices. And I can say this, there's one thing we all got to do, and that is to die. Everything else is about choices. It's up to us whether they are good choices or bad choices. And making those choices, one thing we need to think about is the consequences if we make bad choices, the consequences that goes along with it.